All right, we are back, episode 2 of the SkyInclude Registrar journey, so that you, as a Handshaker, TLD owner, maybe somebody trying to later see how we built this, can check back. We're sharing openly the process of setting up our own registrar using Handshake TLDs, and it's only been a day, and I got intense feedback, so I just kind of want to first go through the feedback. Today's session's going to be talking about the technical overview of the two main systems that we are going to use, besides, of course, a Handshake TLD, to set up a registry and a registrar to sell domain names, or SLDs. All right. First, I just want to say, shout out to all the great support, like Street Credit, thanks for providing a solution. Yeah, I've been trying my best to share content, build trust. It was always an idea to do this registrar. I just didn't know how or when. Thank you for that. And of course, Agaman welcoming us to the family. It's been great. I'm really happy to have his support. And of course, Faltrum and others are really happy. Of course, Agaman's been getting a lot of feedback since the video came out. And this is Sajin saying this is why Agaman's the registrar, registry, and owns his own TLDs. Same with SkyInclude. We have this all set up. So non-custodial solution, so I don't have to send a TLD to Sajin. They have to trust me as a TLD owner. If you buy a domain from me at SkyInclude, or us, I shouldn't say me, us, you'll trust us to custodian the TLD, which on the Handshake blockchain, and maintain your records. Okay. Like Richard says, the weak point is a TLD owner, right? I could rug you, if you buy a domain that we have the TLD at SkyInclude, I guess we could sell it on Namebase, or we could transfer to somebody else, or we could delete the records. But that's part of the trust, right? And there's also going to be, how do you verify? Would I want to burn my business by doing that? That's what Sajin has said back. You can see the screenshot. And then ape.c says, thanks for your efforts. He also says publishing SLD sales would be important, which we will try our best to do. I'm just really starting this, but of course I'll share how many sales we do and which TLDs. Thank you for that. Another positive feedback from Sri. Keep us posted. He's not yet decided for his own SLD sales for his TLDs. But yeah, I hope to motivate you, buddy. Some other positive feedback. Exciting from LGID, legit. Thank you. And Matt Zipkin, there's been lots and lots of discussions about, because of this Namecheap and Namebase and Gateway saga. So I shared the video, and he says this is the way. But yeah, it's still trust, it's still trust. But that's how business is done. You have to trust people, and hopefully you trust me. I've been doing this 2 years. I'm not gonna rug you. I want to build a long-term business, to support my amazing team. It's not just me and my family. So why would I do that? Okay. Anyway, that's all the feedback. Hope that you don't mind seeing some of that. Let's go into this session. Okay. So we're gonna go through an overview. I'm gonna show you the two systems that we've set up to get this going. We're still not ready to launch because I want to have SSL working with TSLA records, but I'm going to show you the back ends and show you everything, right? So again, this is my text record. This will of course be on skyinclude.com/journey episode 2. And then of course you can watch Sajin's talk. I think more and more have been watching it at skyinclude.com/handshake-registrar. I guess my base knowledge here, which I've expanded on. So I'd recommend you to definitely check this one out. All right, let me close these tabs. So basically, you need two things, okay? You need a front end and a back end, right? A front end, which is the registrar, is where customers or registrants, buyers of domains, go to search for, like GoDaddy, go to search for a domain, buy it, update the DNS. And then you need a backend, at least if you're to a registry. You could connect to the .com registry. I don't even know. I guess it's VeriSign or whatever. I'm not doing that. But you connect to traditional ICANN TLDs that then their registries are keeping track of all the domains that have been registered. But we're doing that with Handshake, so we got to connect to a Handshake registry. And we're using Sajin's recommendations and solutions, and I will go through those too. So let's start with the front end, the fun stuff, what people see on the front end. So we went with his solution or suggestion, whmcs.com. All right. Again, I don't think, maybe I should sign up for the affiliate program because it is not free, but I currently don't have one. Maybe I should find one. So you can, if you're going to sign up, maybe use my affiliate link. But anyway, I'm not promoting him too much. Sajin says he's working on his own SaaS solution like this, specific for Handshake users. So I do hope to use that once it's ready. So basically, you got to install this. Of course, you're going to probably look at the pricing first. I'm on the first plan. I've already paid 2 months of this because we had to install it and configure it and connect it. So I'm on the first plan. That means I can have up to, as a business owner of this, I can have up to 250 active customers, clients, I would say. So if somebody, I don't know if that's create an account or own a domain, I haven't figured it out yet. But you have to host it on your own server. Again, this is not on their server. You have to like get something like I say in our blog post. You can read the blog. I use Cloudways on DigitalOcean. We are an affiliate of that one. If you want to go to skyinclude.com/Cloudways, sign up with that and get a little commission here at the same price to you. I'd appreciate that. And so we signed up for this, okay? And of course, I pay through a PayPal subscription, and it charges my PayPal balance every month, okay? So let me go back to my notes. So that's the account.skyinclude.com, okay? That's where I hope you will go to buy a domain to support us. Even if you're a TLD owner, I've bought domains off of other TLD owners. Maybe it's not yet ready still, but I'm keeping this content going. But this is where it will be, and then you can. This is WHCMS. See, I didn't even delete this yet. Gotta delete that. But this is just a basic theme. There's actually other themes, and there's customizations. I think I was even looking at a WordPress theme that can connect to it. Okay. So let's keep going. All right, so the front end, registrar. Why is it freezing here? So again, you have to install it on your own server. I linked to my Cloudways. And again, my company is Shadstone Limited, or our company, Shadstone Limited, is a Hong Kong limited company that has done the services to help people set up Handshake sites. And now, of course, we can maybe help you set this up. Of course, Sajin can also help you set this up at Agamin. Or you can go on, I was looking on Fiverr, they have those. You can go on Fiverr or freelancers, or, I didn't set this up myself, I had Manly, he's amazing on our team. He helped us set this up. And, I recommend you don't try to do everything yourself, depending on your skill level. So that's that. But it is worth noting this is censorable, right? This is centralized. I think if they were not happy with what we're doing, I think they could terminate our license, or maybe customers on buying bad domain names or doing bad things, or things that bad is a very subjective thing, right? But this is centralized solutions. These are all centralized domains. This is like, not on a blockchain. So just keep that in mind. Maybe you don't do something that you think is wrong, or your customers that buy domains don't do something you think is wrong. You might still have to terminate their accounts or their domains or other things per the regulations of various regulators. So keep that in mind. And then again, as I mentioned, Sajin at Agamin, they're working on their own SaaS solution. I was like, oh, should I wait for that before I sign up for this? He says, no, it's going to take a little bit of time. Don't want you to delay. It's been great. He's been kind of coaching me a little bit, or pushing me ahead. As I said, I've been waiting to do this for a while. So I think the main point is don't take too much delay. Just make action. Of course, you don't want to rug pull, of course, your customers, but I do believe there's proper ways to port it, because you have the customer data, right? Your SLD customers, you have your registry. It's both connected, right? There's hopefully not going to be any friction. It's just a technical solution to import customer database from one to another. So you know, I'm not too worried, and I do think there could be decentralized solutions as well, where, like, of course, you know, what Unstoppable Domains does. They basically sell a centralized domain, and then they let you port that to a blockchain where it's decentralized. So I think maybe there can be this porting in the future, and we could help people do that. All right, so, you know, this is a screenshot. You can see, look at it yourself, and then let's look at the admin panel. And you can see here, again, I don't want, this is an overview. Maybe I can dive into each of these deeper. But basically, it's a shopping cart solution, right? You can see your customers, you can see the orders, you can see different billing of invoices to your customers. This is not just for domains, this is actually for hosting. You know, you can even sell web design in here. You can create custom quotes. It's very, very powerful. You can see I've, you know, my license here. You can run reports. You can add on all kinds of stuff. You can plug in themes and plugins and everything. So again, today's an overview. It's episode 2 of the journey. So I don't think I'm going to go so deep into these each, but I wanted to show you that. And then let's go to part 2. Okay, part 2 of what you need. And again, some ideas I have is I can create, one of my favorite parts here is you can go into settings and create coupons. So you can give coupon codes to your potential customers. So I want to do that with my Amazon customers that buy my products like Scalper Brothers, and say, hey, get a free domain or get a discount on a domain. I've been saying that since like when I first heard about Handshake. All right. And of course you can do it for your communities like Global from Asia and things that we do. So part 2 or system 2 is the backend, the registry, the database. And so what do you need there to store the records of all? Because you know, you could have multiple front ends, right? You could have, we can let other people sell these SLDs. So you need one backend that keeps track of all the records, all the domains registered, all the systems. So that one is, again, there's a lot of other choices, and I recommend you watch Sajin's HandyCon talk. The recording's linked here. So this is Power DNS is what he picked, and I just trusted him with this and went with it. It's open source. You can install it on your own server. Both of these are on your own servers, and you need to sign up. And there's other solutions, of course, but basically this is the one I went with because of Sajin. And honestly, this one our team didn't set this up actually. And this one your customer won't see, but this one is basically your registry. Okay, so I'm going to log into the back end of this. Give me a second. All right, so I am logged in here, and you can also set up, sorry, things are buzzing here. You can set up users, you can add domains manually, and you can see the history and domain templates and users and API keys, and you can see the domains being hosted. So we're just doing some testing with our current TLDs. Again, this is not needed as much, but you know, this is kind of where everything's connecting to the back end. This is the registry. And again, today's an overview, so I don't think it's too much to dive into this, but you could also just manually create domains here instead of registering on the front end. And then you can put the domain name, and then if you want to put it into an account, I'll be honest, I haven't dove into this one too much, but basically this is where all the records are going from your domain sales as a back end, and can also connect to multiple front ends. All right, so I think that is really all. And then of course you got to connect this to a Handshake TLD. So Sajin at Agaman, they gave me the DS records and the name server records, and I pointed it there. You can of course do this if you have it in a namebase with custom DNS, advanced DNS, or you can do this in your Bob wallet or any other wallet for your Handshake TLD. So of course there's a lot more I need to do. As you can see here, I need to customize my front end. I'm actually looking into that. I think I'll do a video about the front end design. And of course I need to still set up the payment gateways. I think we got Stripe set up. Choose your payments. And of course have customer support ready, maintenance. You know, this is a business. I know some people were saying also in the Telegram. Let me pop that one. I forgot to show. Whoops. People complain about price. But you can see a lot of people are chatting about this in the main group. I shared the video. You know, some people just want to do everything themselves. You could work with a group of other TLD owners. Just please, you know, we're all directors of Handshake. Don't, you know, rug pull, right? Don't sell and then pull like, you know, happens on NFTs, right? So yeah, and convenience is our enemy, right? Matt says. Of course, the easier one is maybe just to delegate your TLD to someone else and they do everything, but you know, so compensate for his work. Tutorials are a chore. I'm making tutorials, but like Rithvik says, it is a complex process, technical and non-technical. Even if you can install it, you got to maintain it. Of course, you don't want to. You have customers once they're buying it, right? So you got to be a little bit careful. So, of course, I recommend Sajin. I'm happy with him so far, and I hope you can at least consider someone. Maybe you can hire someone or become the expert yourself. So I think that's it for today. It's a little bit longer videos, but they're hopefully helpful. Thank you.